Breaking news: Hamas hostages. An account of the captives from Israel. The Israel Defense Forces have announced that 40 Israeli hostages who were held in Gaza have been released by Hamas and are now back in Israel on Sunday. Following the releases on Friday and Saturday, a further group of 14 individuals were set free. One Filipino national and 14 more Thai hostages were released in a separate agreement. As part of the agreement struck between Hamas and Israel, 117 Palestinian inmates were also released from Israeli prisons. 50 hostages are anticipated to be freed during the 4-day ceasefire and hostilities between Israel and Gaza, which is being mediated by Qatar. In addition, 150 Palestinian women and children detained by Israel will reportedly be released, according to Hamas. The assaults on Israel on October 7 resulted in the kidnapping of around 240 people. Just who are these Israeli hostages who were freed? Israeli forces freed an additional hostage in addition to the 4 that were released prior to the deal. Israeli soldier Ori Megidish was liberated on October 29 during ground operations in Gaza. On October 24, 2 women, Yehaved Lifshitz and Nurit Cooper, were set free. 2 American hostages, Judith Ronan and her daughter Natalie Ronan, were also released on Friday, 20 October. Hamas claims to have safe places and tunnels in Gaza where the hostages are being held. 20 children and 10 to 20 adults in their 60s are among the hostages, according to the Israel Defense Forces, IDF. Other families think their loved ones have been abducted, while the Israeli Defense Forces have informed some that their relatives are being held hostage. The following accounts of Israeli hostages abducted on October 7 have been verified or reported credibly by the BBC. It is the most difficult situation that Israel has ever encountered due to the confirmed deaths or releases of some of the individuals on this list. Names may change from time to time. Daniele Aloni, who was held captive by Hamas on October 30 and has since been released, was joined in the hostage video by Ryman Buchtab Kirst, 36, and Lena Tripanov, 50. Along with Ryman, her husband Yagiv Kirst was forcibly removed from their kibbutz Nairam home. During their Sabbath celebration at kibbutz Nir Oz, 3 members of the Tripanov family, Lena's son Alexander, his 29-year-old partner Sapir Cohen, and their 73-year-old grandmother Irina Tati, were kidnapped, according to a statement from Canada's Raoul Wallenberg Centre for Human Rights. According to Thailand's ambassador to Israel, 14 out of 26 Thai nationals were identified. Among them is 32-year-old Wacharis Truan. The family was informed that he was being held captive, according to his mother Vuwei, who spoke to the Eiger news site. Hila Rodam Shoshani, 54-year-old Raya Rodam's daughter, was released on November 25 after being abducted from kibbutz Be'eri. Israeli media reported that at 12:05 on the attack day, Raya messaged her brother to inform him that Hila and she were being taken to Gaza. The family was formally informed of their status as hostages on October 29. It is believed that the abduction of Ariel Cuneo, his girlfriend Arbel Yahud, and her brother Dolev occurred during the same assault on Nir Oz. The Jewish Chronicle was informed by Ariel's brother Eitan Cuneo, who managed to escape from Hamas, that Ariel's final message to him read, "We are in a horror movie." According to family members, Ariel's brother David Cuneo, 33, was also abducted from Nir Oz. Emma and Yuli, David's twin daughters, who are 3 years old, and their mother Sharon Aloni Cuneo were all released on November 27. On November 24, both Amelia, Sharon's 6-year-old daughter, and Daniele Aloni, her sister, were released. As Hamas attacked Nir Oz, 77-year-old Ophelia Reutman sent a message begging for assistance. In a video, her daughter said that subsequent searches of her house had uncovered other bodies, but that she herself was missing and presumed abducted. Members of Shani Goran's family were able to see the 29-year-old's abduction from her Nir Oz home in a video that was released by Hamas. Uruguay has informed local media that it is actively pursuing her release. She is the granddaughter of Uruguayan nationals and was granted citizenship following her abduction. A veterinary nurse named Doran Steinbrecher, who was 30 years old, was reportedly attacked by Hamas while she was in her apartment on kibbutz Kfar Aza, according to the Times of Israel. According to the newspaper, she contacted her friends via voicemail at 10:30 on October 7, saying, "They've arrived, they have me." During the Supernova Festival, 53-year-old Itzhak Gelernter was removed. According to his family, his phone was found in Gaza by the IDF, according to the Times of Israel. The newspaper quoted his daughter Pivko as saying, "I'm trying to think good thoughts. I have a powerful, smart, resourceful father." Video shows 19-year-old Naama Levy being bundled into a jeep with her hands bound behind her back. The footage was shared extensively on social media after being released by Hamas. The adolescent had reportedly just started her military service. According to her mom, Kibbutz Nairam was celebrating its 70th anniversary when Noralina Gojo, 60, paid a visit. Her spouse was assassinated. In her final words to her younger brother, Exo, she said, "I'm shaking, maybe I won't come home." This information was shared on the Bring Them Home website. Israeli and Palestinian media outlets reported that Yosef Hamiz Al-Ziadna, a 53-year-old dairy farmer from Kibbutz Halat, was abducted and taken to Gaza with his daughters Aisha, 16, and Bilal, 24, as well as his sons Hamza, 21, and Bilal, 24. A subsequent photo of Bilal and Hamza lying on the floor, shirtless, next to armed men was posted by Hamas. Hannah, Elad's mother, and Elad, 47, were kidnapped from Nir Oz. Hannah is no longer in custody. The 26-year-old Berman twins, Gali and Ziv, were abducted from Kfar Aza. While the attack was happening, Ziv was chatting with a friend. Per their relatives, the Israeli Defense Forces informed them that their brothers are detained in Gaza. They were the talk of the town and had twin power, according to their brother Liran, who spoke with CBN News. According to his family's accounts given to Brazilian media, Michel Nissenbaum, 59, is a computer technician and a dual citizen of Brazil and Israel. He has resided in Israel for 45 years. In addition to Crohn's disease and diabetes, they say he has it. They claim that when they attempted to contact him on October 7, a person posing as a representative from Hamas answered the phone. The 19-year-old Daniela Gilboa pleaded with her mother to pray for her after sending messages claiming that the kibbutz Nahal Oz, where she was staying, was attacked. Roy Dayton, who is her boyfriend, stated in an interview with The Economist 1843 magazine that he thinks he caught a glimpse of her in a video that showed 3 girls being whisked away in an SUV. The 13-year-old Gali Tarshansky was abducted from Be'eri. As a result of the assault, her brother Lior passed away. The Times of Israel reports that on October 7, Itai Chen, a 19-year-old soldier with dual U.S. Israeli and Israeli citizenship, was serving with a tank unit. According to the article, the Israeli Defense Forces informed his family that he is formally believed to be missing in action and likely held captive in Gaza. The family of 18-year-old Israeli Dutch national Ophir Engel informed the press that Hamas had arrived at Be'eri while Engel was visiting his girlfriend Yuval. Yossi Sherabi, 51, Yuval's father, and Eli Sherabi, 55, her uncle, were all kidnapped. Tragically, Eli's family was wiped out in the attack. The 19-year-old Adam Berger was abducted from Nahal Oz. Videos released by Hamas showed her being abducted. In a Hamas video, Dror Kaplan's niece identified him as a 68-year-old man. Following the assault, he was escorted away from Be'eri. Dror has not been seen since the video went viral. His wife, Marcel Freilich Kaplan, was also in it. Marcel was later found dead.